There's Sam Martin now ready to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And Andrew Luck will be under center for the Indianapolis Colts. Here they come out onto the field. Luck this year for the 8-8 Colts, over 4,200 yards passing. But, you know, when he's been out there, getting hit has been an issue. He got sacked 41 times this season. But they did feel like things got better as the season moved on. And they did feel like, hey, he wasn't getting hit as much as he was before. Because 41 sacks, but in the past it would have been 41 sacks and 120 other times he got hit, or so it felt. His accuracy improved this year. He got plenty of yardage throwing the ball. They do have to... Philip Dorsett by himself.
Woohoo! Oh, baby. First fucking play. 75 fucking yards.
And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it. And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And his kick is no good.
Why is it so fucking slow?
Start here kicking wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
God damn.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Matthew Stafford brings out the Detroit Lions in the season over after a loss to Seattle in the first round of the playoffs. But you look at the totality of the year, Matthew Stafford. Middle of the season, certainly people were talking MVP, Charles. Over 4,300 yards, 24 touchdown passes as well. And deservedly so, because not only was he playing really well, he was actually having to do things without all of his weapons. He had guys in and out of the lineup due to injuries. He was adjusting to new receivers. And guess what? He was winning big games in the fourth quarter. It's caught inside the 25.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Detroit. Marvin Jones, 75 yards. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there. And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions defense now back onto the field. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive? I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense.
Fucking scored a touchdown on the first play, then they scored a touchdown the first play.
Their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game. Sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. And this offense sometimes is predicated on the ageless wonder.
Oh, I'm just playing the Colts versus the Lions.
Limitless carries. Frank Gore gets better and better with each carry.
Just the exhibition game.
With his inside running. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Yeah. Against people? Yeah, I play people.
To throw on second down is locked. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No, it's stupid because there's only 6-minute quarters. It's fucking gay. You only get to play like fucking 10, 15 plays in a whole fucking game. It's fucking lame as fuck. Like, you get the ball and the quarter will be over before you even get down the field all the way. It's like fucking stupid. It's gay as fuck that they made it. They have to play 6-minute quarters. You can't change it.
On third down, Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Good point you brought up before the game is you hear great quarterback-receiver duos. You think Manning, Beckham, Roethlisberger, Brown, Ryan, and Jones, but Luck and Hilton.
Yellow.
How about these? I mean, T.Y. led the league in yards in 2016.
And a lot of it done from the slot position. And he's one of those guys that can work inside. They can also stick him outside. He can go deep and make big-time plays. T.Y. Hilton is Mr. Excitement with the ball in his hands.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Tomorrow night.
And ready to go for another offensive series. Out comes Detroit, and a Detroit team that boy, lost in the playoffs this year. Don't have a playoff win since 1992. But it was a tough end of the season. There were injuries involved, and I know you think that this is a crew that really can make some noise again next year.
He was trying to call his girlfriend. It wouldn't work, so he called me to see if it worked.
So much confidence this season, battling back from a tough beginning, working their way into where they looked like they had a chance to win the division. And while they didn't do that, they did get into the playoffs. Despite a myriad of injuries, they think this team has a bright future.
The fuck's he out camping? He's probably by himself. Fucking just camping out in the woods.
Unfortunately, that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles.
I'm broadcasting this game right now. Cool if you ever want to see what's going on. Oh, baby, picked off. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, I'm at the 8-yard line. 14-yard line, sorry. Picked off, though. Good D. Man, this is going to be a fucking wild game. Both teams' ratings are both 81 overall, so we have, like, the same team playing against each other. Same, like, skill level. And who's that? The fucking linebacker, number 93 in there? The fuck is that? He just knocked the ball out. Walden. Eric Walden.
But it appears Chuck Pagano will be the
Chuck
head coach
Pagano.
again. Many thought he might be on the way out.
He's staying. Brand new general
Colts'
manager
coach.
in place.
Chuck Pagano. It's like a fucking.
Keep improving the roster.
He looks like a dude from like a mafia movie or something. Definitely looks like he's in the mafia.
Any type of improvement, they have a chance to get back into the playoffs where they were for the previous 3 seasons. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed
the Italian
it to the runner,
mafia.
and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
It's me, Pagano.
Second down. Caught left side by Hilton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose.
Mafia?
Boy, he rifled one in there.
Modern Warfare?
Not much run after catch.
Infinite Warfare?
Really well.
Well, good field
I don't know what
position
you're
to
talking
start
about.
the drive.
You're playing Modern Warfare right now.
On 3rd and 8.
Infinite Warfare?
From the gun on 3rd down. Luck. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I deleted it. And then, I just did it yesterday, and I started downloading Ghost Recon Wildlands again. Downloading that game back up. Kind of missed it.
Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts.
Well, Vinatieri's a good kicker because this shit moves super slow, even on all Madden.
They jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So after the pick, they can't capitalize.
I missed my extra point because I'm not used to how, like, this kicker, you know, I'm used to my other kicker's thing goes super fast because he's inaccurate.
Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation.
The little accuracy bar thing.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
And kicking. It's all right, I'm up 9-7, first quarter, 11 minutes left still. We've already, this is like the most I've seen scoring in the first quarter in a while.
He always used to tell us before every game, the team making
I guess I'm used to playing at the Broncos, and the other team's fucking about impossible for them to score because my defense is so good.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
I held San Francisco to 6 points until the fourth quarter yesterday.
4 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Took them the whole game to score a touchdown. Actually, I didn't think they did. I think I quit the game because I threw like 5 picks. I threw 2 with Simeon, my starting quarterback, and I took him out and put Paxton Lynch in, my 6'7" quarterback, and I threw another pick. Dude, I got pissed. So I quit the game. It was a good game too, going. It was like 16-6 at some point, 19-6. I was winning, but I just quit anyways because I was pissed off after the picks. Ooh, baby, 3rd and 17. Let's go, D. I've been in the Colts Stadium before. Lucas Oil. Actually, no, I've never been in Lucas Oil. I was in their other one before Lucas Oil. I watched the Broncos beat the Colts in Indianapolis. I went to a Broncos-Colts game. Broncos won. It was awesome, dude. It was like the greatest day of my life.
The Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
To throw is Stafford.
Dude, another pick. Oh. Damn.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception.
That was Morrison this time, tied or linebacker.
Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They go play action here on 1st down.
Touchdown.
Right
Marcus Allen.
And he takes this one in for a
tight end, my tight end.
Dwayne Allen.
Oh, Dwayne Allen. I thought it was Marcus.
It's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Yeah.
Every time.
Oh, man. Dude, it's already 16-7 in the first quarter, and there hadn't even been barely 5 minutes off the clock. It'll be a high-scoring game. It's going to be dirty. It'll be like 40-something to like 30-something in the final.
Well, they got the ball in great field
both teams
position.
suck.
One play later, boom, end zone.
All right, here comes the bomb.
Now after
Boom.
the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
Fucking Vinatieri, though.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Lions offense
Matthew Stafford, I can't not believe he's thrown 2 picks already. He's like one of the best quarterbacks on the game.
Interception. Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Dude, and then now they're passing again already. There's not even a running back in the backfield.
Too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to
strip the ball.
How they attack him here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And Tate just finished his 7th NFL season. First 4 in Seattle, last 3 Detroit. And each of those 3 years, 90 or more receptions. Finished this season with 91 catches, over 1,000 yards.
And I saw him expand his game in 2016. I saw him operate out wide in the slot. Also came into the backfield and got carries and then ran routes from there. His yards after catch really jumped back up in 2016. And Golden Tate has shown that he's more than capable of being a #1 receiver.
That's the dude that just picked it off. Just tackled him in the backfield.
Is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
They come up in an offset eye.
Like, the only reason I like the Colts a little bit is because I live in Indiana.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The linebacker, DeQuell Jackson, in on the tackle. All right, let's get a peek at these starters here in the Golden Child, Golden Tate.
Love his versatility.
Golden Tate.
You can use him anywhere in your offense.
He's badass.
And he's an
They
excellent
got Marvin
returner.
Jones Jr. too. Oh, the Lions are gonna be good.
And this defense looks for
They
one
got some
more
fucking
stop
good
here
receivers
on 3rd after
and
the
a
run.
fucking badass quarterback and a good running back. Just their line sucks and their defense isn't that great. That's why they get beat.
Now Stafford.
Come on! Ah. Incomplete! Incomplete! He didn't get his feet down. Yes!
And a nice gain of 21
What?
yards.
He went full scale, loose.
Dude, I'm challenging it. He was not in. I'm
going
gonna see this replay though.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
Yes, he wasn't in. He was not in. That's my ball. They got the punt now. Challenge the play. Last time I challenged, I got it. I got it too. My last 2 challenges I'm about to get. Boom. Out of bounds. No way. It was not even in. Stupid game, dude.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player
Woo,
or you threw it
you
yourself, but it didn't go your way.
God, I can't wait
At the
for
end
the
of
new
the day,
Madden.
it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the
They
player or
fixed
not.
like
In this
everything
case,
that's
it didn't
bullshit
pay
on
off
this
for him.
game.
And that's
I
got to
read
be
an
so
article thing about
heartbreaking.
it.
You throw that flag, you
That
probably
showed all
feel
the new
really
shit they
confident,
fixed.
and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Fucking
Yeah,
like
when you take a
everything.
look at it, you're
Offensive
throwing that
linemen,
flag because you
fucking
believe you're
running
going
back
to
of
be
like
right. And when it comes back
juke
the other
moves and
way,
stuff.
you have to regroup.
Defense, ball in the air and shit. All kinds of
Alone to
shit.
the right is Jones.
About to be realistic as fuck.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And a third down pass falls incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time.
Really?
And that brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line
What are you playing, Search?
that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he
got
holds
50
the
kills
NFL
in
record
deathmatch.
with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard
Dude,
attempt here.
they tried to kick a 60-yard field goal. He kicked it and it barely made it to the line of the end zone.
Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the
It's
ball
30
just doesn't
feet
want to go
short.
where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
10 yards is 30 feet.
And getting set to go again. Here's the Lions defense.
Yeah, I
They
think
gave
a
up
yard is
touchdown
like
last
36
drive.
inches or some
You
shit
kind
like
of need
that.
to hit the reset
38.
button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love
And a
that.
meter is like
And
fucking
the way that you
38.
phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown
Yeah,
before, it
there's
doesn't mean you
more
have to do
inches
it
in a
again.
meter than there is
And
in
if
a
you made a
yard.
great play before, you have to reset again
Ooh,
anyway
this is
because
my
they're going
touchdown.
to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
It's not like when you're playing a
nice.
video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't.
I went
anyway,
160
that's
when I
for
was in
sure.
like 8th
My
grade.
ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced
Yeah.
quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right
Damn.
away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be,
Nice.
and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now goal, and he'll be brought down
There you
at
go.
the
Frank Gore's
27-yard
getting some
line.
running in.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Dude, Colts have a good team, a good offense.
Situation nowadays,
All the
I
receivers
love
are
watching
pretty
a team
good.
that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the
Hilton.
football in that situation.
And then they got the
it's
best
almost a
running back in
tendency.
history. Like, he's got the
Again
most
here on
rushing
first
yards
down.
ever.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at
Well,
the
in the
line of
NFL.
scrimmage.
Most total yards in the NFL. He's probably not the best, though, right now. Adrian
So holding by
Peterson's
the
going to pass him
offense,
up.
and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the
Damn, I
play.
averaged
Yeah,
37
definitely.
yards
Change
per
what you're
play
doing
on the
in
screenplay
playbook.
about the
The
run.
advantage shifts to the guys
They must
on
be getting
defense,
touchdowns
doesn't
like
it?
crazy every
Longer
time I
yardage
run.
situations, they often become bolder.
Left side, it's Dorsett. And he works it to the 30-yard line
I'll
here,
take
right
7
at
yards.
the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal.
Yeah.
Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Damn, I've already got 145 pass, 150 passing
who's
yards.
running the route and catching the ball.
First
but when you
quarter.
have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Now Luck.
What the fuck?
Incomplete.
Wide open.
He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll
Well,
bring
not
up
to
a
settle
3rd
for
down.
3 more.
Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will extend their lead.
19-7. I'll be right back. Babe? Babe? Isn't that, what's his name? Yeah. Is that new? James Franco made a new movie. You like him, the actor?
Even further.
James Franco.
Here's the punter McAfee to kick it away.
Yeah, you know, Pineapple Express.
Deep, and no run back
the
here.
Funny weed deal, the weed dealer, the funny one.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the last go around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
Yeah, he's got like long hair. He's got longer hair, but he doesn't really have facial hair, and he's really funny. He doesn't even grow facial hair. He barely gets into his chin.
Maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confidence could make it. And even if he missed,
put some chew in
their defense that they could hold.
Let's go, D. Boom, baby, boom. Lost a yard.
Scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
While there is no doubt, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try to win the game.
Play fake to Abdullah. A hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
I've always wanted to have a crotch rocket or something.
Never ceases to amaze me because
just if you're going fast and you fuck up and wreck, you're dead.
All the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here comes
Dude,
the Colts
another
offense
turnover I
make
forced.
their way onto the field.
They've turned it over 3 times. About to have 20-plus points in the first quarter.
They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where you're
about to score again. About to be up 25-7 in the first quarter. 26-7 in the first quarter.
Too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw is Love. That's caught at the 3. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage.
Dude, he wasn't even in bounds. That was definitely incomplete.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
Sweet, strong toss, touchdown, Frank Gore. Let's go.
They come out here in the eye. Another try on second down for goal.
God damn, their defense is ruthless.
Lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation.
That's all right. It gives me more space for a quick slant touchdown.
Not even a thought, is
I've lost like 4 yards the past 2 runs.
I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Touchdown! Come on, I had possession in the end zone. Give me the fucking touchdown, you stupid-ass game.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted.
This fucking vagina can't even hold on to the motherfucking ball. Now I have to kick another fucking field goal, bro. I just missed it.
And Vinatieri's kick is good.
22-7. 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
So they recover the fumble, but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
You really gonna eat all 3 of those? How do you eat so much? Bullshit, you eat 4 times more than I do in a day.
Right is Jones.
Do you want these? Did you already eat one?
1 quarter down. Plenty of scoring
You
here
want one?
already. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They go with Abdullah again. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Now that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is.
Yep.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. So here come the Lions now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not on the team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And some room to maneuver.
Strip the ball.
Play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
Fucking bullshit.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
We got Holden. Come on. Yeah, and they got Anquan Bolden too.
Holding offense.
Yep, Holden.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
Come on, baby. Sack his ass.
Following the penalty. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 4 yards on the pickup.
What?
It'll be
That was
second
not
down.
no 4-yard game.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, it's Abdullah. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second
I don't know why they're
level
running it on
third
2nd and
level
fucking
defensive
15,
On that run,
16.
that was what we call a first level
I'd be
run,
passing that
and the
shit,
stop
trying to get
by
at least
second
9 or
level
10
run.
yards back.
Complete here to the right to Bolden.
There we go.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4.
That's all they got. I'll give him it.
I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on
he
the
made
money.
that
It's
one.
good. And high fives for that one as that drive
Missed his 60-yarder by
3.
40 feet.
So a good kick that
That
time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
Unfortunately
I
for
could have
him, he
came
got
that
the chance to
close.
do that not long after
60
missing the
yards. I
first
could have got it
time.
to the end zone.
Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you until the next time you take the field.
Tell me Matt Prater's field goal range is only like 50
Fielded about a
fucking
yard
3
deep.
yards.
And
There
he'll
we
make
go.
it across
Good
the
return.
20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yeah,
Now
I'm
the
gonna run
Colts
the ball.
offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get
Frank
a couple
Gore
of
can
first
run
downs,
people over,
and
too.
hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front.
Dude,
because
come
the
on.
offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Luck now to throw. And he's got Moncrief.
Damn it, we got
He's
Holden.
the first down as he's up to the
Or roughing the passer.
45-yard
Come on.
line.
Give me that roughing the passer. Let's hit 30 before halftime. Ah, damn it. Holden. That's 4th down. No 3rd down already.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
He's
Changes
a goof
everything
shirt.
now as you
Yeah.
try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck completes it to Moncrief, left side. They get 14 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
No way he even saw me cut back. It's fucking so fake. Dude's not even looking that way, and he just knows I'm there. It's fucking fake as shit. I gotta fix that shit too.
To just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A dump off here for Gore. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So it is 3rd down.
I picked the play that I averaged -3 yards per play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Ooh, I got the first down though. Come on.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
What?
Here's Pat McAfee now.
This game is trash.
For Indianapolis.
I love how I'm running one way, a dude comes up behind me and can like completely stop me from moving. Like, this is stupid. This is so fake. Unrealistic. Fucking Newton's law of fucking movement, fucking whatever.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal.
Law of physics.
Last time, now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Stupid. For the big chunk now, because as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 12 yards.
Matt Stafford's already got fucking 200 passing yards almost first half.
It's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
What? The game fucks me because I go to try to switch to the guy that doesn't even switch it to the closest guy to the ball carrier.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100.
It's like the game intentionally fucks me so they can get extra yards.
Magic number for a really good game for a receiver. So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And
That's what I
that play
thought.
will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing
fucking holding
so
anyways.
Now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
His arms were outside of his fucking chest. That's holding.
So probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
To throw is Stafford.
Good shit.
And this is
4th down. Let's go. Give me that ball back.
1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for
I
the
scored
second
22
time.
points in the first quarter, Bill, and I haven't even scored yet in the second quarter. And there's only 2 minutes left.
And the kick's away as he angles this
But
one from the
football's awesome.
sideline.
You
And
can change the
punt over
momentum at
side
any
in
time.
the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've got the lead.
Go, Hilton.
Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline
Good
is,
catch.
guys, give us an opportunity.
Let's go, no huddle,
Create space
niggas.
for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now on second down, this is Gore. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, it's...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, I'm at the 20-yard line. About to score. Just 26 seconds
so
left.
The offense takes the timeout.
Ooh,
and they
right here,
are back
touchdown.
out and ready to rock. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Locke. This will be caught.
Oh, come on.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Dude, oh my God, this is like the perfect play to run, like on the goal line.
Throwing again is Locke. This will be caught.
Touchdown! Oh, 5 seconds left. I ran a screenplay on the 1-yard line and it worked.
Frank Gore in the final seconds of the first half.
28-10.
Add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
29-10.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into
Boom.
the lockers here. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
It should be 30-10 right now on the end of the first half, but I missed that first extra point on that touchdown.
And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
Come on, lane inside. I should have squibbed it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Everybody's hands go up, and they stay there, and they stay there. He's just taking a knee going into the half. They get the ball, though.
And with time running short here,
I started out with the ball, scored a touchdown on the first play, then they scored on their first play.
Halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down
just
to
killing them
Orlando,
now.
where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime
This
report.
game's out of
Larry?
hand. They're not going to come back.
Thanks, Charles.
It's over already.
EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The
Unless
Colts
they
are happy
completely
to be
stop
in
me and
front,
just
and
keep
they'll look
scoring.
to play another
Second,
solid
third
half
quarter.
of football. The Lions know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's roll the highlights. 1st and 10, the pass is completed into tight coverage, and it leads to a touchdown. They strike first in the half.
Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Third quarter. Do they not have sports over there, Bill? You guys not have basketball and stuff? You guys got, sure you got basketball and stuff in the gyms. Yeah.
They go play action here on first down.
Get up!
He's going to sling.
Oh, he's bombing it.
That's caught inside.
Oh my God, touchdown. First play, second half.
Golden Tate.
All right, well, those are the only points I'm giving them this half.
And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
17 to 29 now.
Set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment for the guys covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
Now.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Another carry now for Gore.
Face mask.
Short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on third down, Luck.
Come on!
Connection as it falls incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the past.
They had him burnt, and he overthrew him. That would have been a touchdown.
But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over.
They only have to go fucking 60 yards for a touchdown.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught by Jones. Marvin Jones. Touchdown.
This is gay. I just quit the game. Playing at the Broncos in Denver. Place to be that's good. I need some stiff competition. Let's go play Steelers in Denver. How is he still a coach?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both defenses will have to be on the watch for a pair of tight ends looking to find seams in the secondary. It's the Steelers going up against the Broncos. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Hello again, everybody. I'm Brandon Gaudin here in the booth with, as always, Charles Davis. Charles, a lot of times in the open, we focus on quarterbacks, running backs. What about the tight ends in this one?
Well, I think LR identified it really well because the tight ends are matchup nightmares nowadays. Who are you going to cover them with? Because really, they are pumped up wide receivers who can flat out run and use their body to create bigger plays. Cover them with a linebacker, cover them with a defensive back. Either way, they feel like they have
I can't
the
wait
advantage.
to see games
This
like
is
10
taken
years
at
from
the
now.
3. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Adult.
So before Denver
Can you
takes
imagine
over,
how
we get a
sick
look at
games are
Trevor
going to be in
Siemian.
like
He'll
10 years?
commanding the
How
offense as he
realistic the
did
games
this
are going
past
to
year
be?
for Denver. 18
Different system,
touchdowns,
new
10
like
interceptions,
PlayStation
over
5 and shit
3,400
coming
yards.
out. Fucking like,
And now the question is, will he be the guy going forward? Time will tell.
yes,
And he's going
7.
to have to continue to earn it, despite the fact that he earned the respect of his fellow players last year. They named him a captain about midseason. He battled injuries last year. He had
They
a
better
bad
make
shoulder
games
and
way
getting
harder,
off-season shoulder
because
surgery.
Call of Duty is
He's
too
got to hold
easy
off
to
the
play.
challenge of the #1 draft pick of 2016, Paxton Lynch. One thing I do know about Trevor Siemian, quietly confident in his own abilities.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Political.
On second down, here's Siemian. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line.
Statue of Liberty.
Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
It's probably all bullshit anyways. Probably making up shit.
This defense looking for an early stop.
That's how the government
this
works.
is
They
third
make stuff
down and
up.
6. Throwing on third down, Siemian.
Touchdown.
Got a man. He finds Sanders.
Nope.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and
I love that
receivers do the
fucking play
pass
right
straight in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the play clock's running down. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
All right, here we go. To throw on second is Siemian. Catch here, left side, Thomas. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Why are screenplays so gay? Why do they just make him like fall down when he catches it?
Lawrence Timmons comes from a long line of productive Florida State players. And when I say productive, I usually mean spectacular.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom!
from the gun on third. Simeon. The catch is made. Benny Fowler. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
To the ground, Anderson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Green 39! Green 39!
3rd and 2, Simeon. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Simeon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Touchdown, Denver.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. A 10-play drive that time. And it's C.J. Anderson who tops it off with the touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And we shift our attention to the Pittsburgh Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger, Charles, a man who could become the next 50,000-yard passer in the coming season. Would have had his 5th 4,000-yard individual season last year if it wasn't for the couple of games he missed.
I think his consistency is something we have to start talking about because we talk about being one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and there's really no doubt about that. But just him answering the bell year after year, putting up those kind of numbers, and leading one of the best offenses in the league. Also, remember Big Ben as a younger quarterback, moving out of the pocket, taking the hit, shrugging them off? Now he's staying in the pocket and winning from there more and more, and I think that's going to enhance his career going forward.
And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
On second down, it's Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Aqib Talib is one of the great gambling corners in the league. When he gets an idea and a notion and jumps a route, it often results in 6 points for his team.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. On third down, Roethlisberger finding time. Great protection. And he locates Wheaton, complete. Room here to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Marcus Wheaton, 70 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now let's go.
Again, Anderson.
Come on, Paradis. Block the guy.
Scrimmage, and no more. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, partnered with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
And Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
Offensively lucky to have that one back. Here's Simeon. And Green with a catch left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
All right, here we go.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They run. Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's C.J. Anderson who tops it off with the touchdown run. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now, check. Patriot! Patriot! Here we go now.
They run it again with Anderson. Uses this stiff arm. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now Anderson. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Simeon now to throw.
Face mask.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.